The American West, a land that has captured the imagination of countless generations, a land of vast deserts, towering mountains, and endless prairies. This region, with its diverse and dramatic landscapes, has been the backdrop for some of the most iconic stories in American history. This landscape, both beautiful and unforgiving, birthed a period in American history known as the Wild West. It was a time when the American frontier was a place of both opportunity and peril. The Wild West wasn't just a place, it was an idea. An idea that symbolized the spirit of adventure and the quest for freedom. It was a time when the boundaries of the known world were being pushed ever westward. It represented adventure, danger, and the promise of a new life. For many, the West was a land of hope, a place where they could start anew and build a better future. It was a place where fortunes could be made and lost, where justice was often served with a swift hand, and where the line between myth and reality was blurred. The tales of gunfights, outlaws, and gold rushes have become legendary. This era, spanning roughly from the end of the Civil War to the turn of the 20th century, continues to captivate our imaginations. The stories of cowboys, Native Americans, and settlers have been immortalized in books, movies, and folklore. The Wild West has become a potent symbol of America's past, a time of exploration, expansion, and the forging of a national identity. It was a period when the American spirit of determination and resilience was put to the test. But how much of what we believe about the Wild West is rooted in historical fact, and how much is the product of myth-making? The stories we tell about this time are often a blend of truth and fiction. This essay delves into the heart of the Wild West, exploring the myths and realities that have come to define this pivotal period. We will separate the legends from the facts, and uncover the true stories of the people who lived through this era. We'll journey alongside cowboys and lawmen, witness the transformative power of the railroads, and experience the allure and danger of the gold rush. These elements were crucial in shaping the West and the nation as a whole. Through it all, we'll uncover the enduring legacy of the Wild West and its impact on American culture. The stories of bravery, hardship, and perseverance continue to resonate with us today. The Wild West wasn't simply a time or a place. It was a crucible where American character was tested and defined. It was a proving ground for the values of independence, self-reliance, and ingenuity. It was a period of immense change and upheaval, where the old ways of life collided with the new. The expansion westward brought about significant cultural and social transformations, and it is in this clash of cultures, of dreams and realities, that the enduring legend of the Wild West was born. The stories of this time continue to inspire and fascinate, reminding us of a bygone era that shaped the nation we know today. As we look back on the Wild West, we see a time of great adventure and great hardship. It was a time when the American spirit was tested and proven, and its legacy lives on in the stories we tell and the values we hold dear. The vast American landscape, with its deserts, mountains, and prairies, remains a symbol of the Wild West. It is a reminder of the challenges and opportunities that define this era. The beauty and harshness of this land shaped the people who lived there, forging a unique and enduring legacy. The Wild West continues to be a source of fascination and inspiration, a testament to the resilience and determination of those who ventured into the unknown. The Wild West may be a thing of the past, but its spirit lives on. It is a part of our collective memory, a symbol of the American dream and the pursuit of a better life. As we continue to explore and understand this period, we gain a deeper appreciation for the people and events that shaped our history. The Wild West is more than just a chapter in a history book. It is a living, breathing part of our heritage. So, let us journey back to the Wild West, to a time of adventure and discovery. Let us remember the stories of those who came before us and honor their legacy. The Wild West is a testament to the enduring spirit of America, a symbol of our past and a guide for our future. The cowboy is arguably the most enduring icon of the Wild West. This figure, often seen as a symbol of rugged individualism and freedom, has been etched into the American consciousness for generations. Immortalized in countless books, films, and television shows, the cowboy has become a larger-than-life character. From dime novels to Hollywood blockbusters, the cowboy is portrayed as the quintessential hero of the American frontier. The cowboy embodies freedom, adventure, and rugged individualism. These stories often depict cowboys as solitary figures riding through vast, untamed landscapes, always ready for the next adventure. But the romanticized image of the lone cowboy riding off into the sunset belies the often harsh and unforgiving reality of life on the range. The daily life of a cowboy was far from the glamorous depictions seen on screen. In popular culture, cowboys are often depicted as white, gunslinging heroes who spent their days battling outlaws and Indians. These portrayals have shaped our understanding of the Old West, but they are only part of the story. In reality, cowboys were more likely to be found tending cattle, mending fences, and performing the often mundane tasks associated with ranching. Their work was grueling and required a wide range of skills. The daily grind of a cowboy involved long hours in the saddle, herding cattle across vast distances, and ensuring the livestock were well cared for. They had to be adept at roping, branding, and even basic veterinary care. The life of a cowboy was one of hard work, long hours, and low pay. They often worked from dawn until dusk, with little time for rest or leisure. Despite the hardships, many cowboys took pride in their work and the unique lifestyle it afforded them. Moreover, the romanticized image of the cowboy often ignores the significant contributions of Black, Hispanic, and Native American cowboys who played a vital role in shaping the West. These cowboys brought diverse skills and perspectives to the range. These cowboys, often overlooked in popular narratives, faced additional challenges due to racism and discrimination. Despite these obstacles, they persevered and made significant contributions to the cattle industry and the culture of the American West. While the Hollywood cowboy might be a product of myth-making, the real cowboys of the Wild West were no less courageous or resourceful. They faced numerous dangers, from cattle stampedes to harsh weather conditions, with unwavering determination. They faced danger and hardship with grit and determination, often working in isolation and relying on their wits and skills to survive. Their resilience and resourcefulness were key to their survival and success on the range. Forging a unique way of life that continues to capture our imaginations, the legacy of the cowboy endures. Their stories, both real and fictional, remind us of a time when the American frontier was a place of endless possibilities and challenges. In the popular imagination, the Wild West was a lawless frontier, a place where the rule of law was often overshadowed by the rule of the gun, where disputes were settled with six-shooters at high noon, and the fastest draw determined who walked away. The sheriff, often depicted as a solitary figure upholding justice in a chaotic world, has become a symbol of law and order in the face of anarchy. This image is deeply ingrained in our cultural consciousness thanks to countless books, movies, and television shows. But the reality of law enforcement in the Wild West was far more complex and nuanced than the myths would have us believe. The romanticized tales of lone sheriffs and dramatic shootouts often overshadow the everyday struggles and challenges faced by these lawmen. While it's true that violence was a part of life in the Wild West, the vast majority of towns were not the lawless free-for-alls often portrayed in fiction. In fact, many towns had established legal systems and community structures aimed at maintaining peace and order. Most people, eager to build a better life, desired order and stability. They wanted to create communities where families could thrive, businesses could grow, and people could live without constant fear of violence. Sheriffs, often elected officials, played a crucial role in maintaining that order. They were not just enforcers of the law but also community leaders who worked to build trust and cooperation among the townspeople. However, the effectiveness of law enforcement varied greatly depending on the location and the individual sheriff. In some towns, sheriffs were able to establish a strong presence and maintain peace, while in others, they struggled against overwhelming odds. Some sheriffs were honest and dedicated to upholding the law, working tirelessly to protect their communities and bring criminals to justice, while others were corrupt and easily bribed, using their position for personal gain rather than the public good. This corruption could undermine the very fabric of the community, leading to further instability and violence. Moreover, the vast distances and limited resources often made it difficult for law enforcement to effectively police the sprawling frontier. Sheriffs and their deputies had to cover large areas, often traveling for days to respond to reports of crime or to apprehend suspects. The romanticized image of the lone sheriff facing down a gang of outlaws might make for a compelling story, but it often obscures the more mundane realities of law enforcement in the Wild West. In reality, sheriffs often relied on the support of their deputies and the cooperation of the community to maintain order. But it often obscures the more mundane realities of law enforcement in the Wild West. Much of a sheriff's work involved routine tasks, such as serving warrants, collecting taxes, and overseeing the local jail. These duties, while less glamorous, were essential to the functioning of the community. Sheriffs, like the cowboys they often interacted with, were products of their time, facing a unique set of challenges in a rapidly changing world. They had to navigate the complexities of frontier life, balancing the demands of justice with the realities of survival in a harsh and often unforgiving environment. Their stories, though less sensational than the myths, are a testament to the resilience and determination of those who sought to bring order to the Wild West.